Hey guys, Brian here. We're back here at the FROSTBITE JL. We're going to be doing another quarantine in the garage project. For this one, we're going to be doing a phone and GoPro mount from 67 Designs, and this is going to be their dual ball mount for the JL and the JT. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what we get for this. All right, so we got this from 67 Designs. This is going to be their JL or JT Gladiator dual ball kit, and what it's going to come with is two balls, one on each side of the dash. So this isn't their rail system, this is just going to be their dual ball kit. So what you end up with is you'll have two balls, one on the passenger side, one on the driver's side, and then I opted for the phone mount and the GoPro mount. So I want to be able to do some dash footage when I do some trips. So this is going to be that phone mount. It'll mount on the rail, and it's nice sliding option there. And then here for the GoPro, get a little mount like this, it'll just kind of mount on the ball there. And the best part here is going to be the arm that you get with it. This one's going to be their matte carbon fiber arm. And what that'll do is kind of attach to this ball, and then we'll put the phone mount on this one here for you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll get the dual ball mount installed. These do need to sit for 24 hours. They have a 3M adhesive, and they do require, per the instructions, that you let it sit for 24 hours before you put weight on it. So let's go ahead and we'll get these two installed, and then we'll follow up tomorrow with the phone mount. Alright, now we'll come into the Jeep and you'll look up here, you'll have a rubber mat piece kind of up where these holders go. So what you'll want to do is remove these. What we'll end up doing is kind of cutting them along this groove and then popping that back in there. But what you want to do is you're going to come in here, just kind of dry fit these here. You will pull that factory screw out, and then we'll kind of dry fit these, and then we're going to go ahead and mark the holes for these additional holes we need to drill, and we'll use the proper size drill bit. They want to just have you go in just a couple millimeters so you don't get anything in the dash, none of the wires or anything. And then you'll go ahead, remove this, and then we'll put it in for the final adhering. Say to push it forward towards the front of the dash, and then seat it down in here. I'll line that hole up. And we'll screw back in temporarily, and then we're going to mark those holes that need to be drilled. So they say for a 2.5 millimeter drill bit, I do have a 3/32, it's pretty close. You gotta go ahead and see where you marked, and they want you to do this by hand. What you'll do is just kind of line up there. Alright, so after you go ahead and drill these little 2 millimeter holes, you don't have to go very deep with them. These are kind of difficult to get in here. I did them by hand. Probably not the best way to do it. You can use a little hand drill, but you do need to fold the windshield down. That's not too hard. It would make it a little easier. Did give myself some blisters, kind of twisted in by hand, but we got her done. So now that these are all drilled on both sides, what we're going to do is we're going to take our ball mount for the driver's side here, and what we're going to do is peel off the 3M tape and then fit it into where it needs to go. Alright. You do want to make sure that you go ahead and push it all the way forward and then bring it down. Push down on the ball, they say too. And then what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and we'll take our factory screw and screw that in. And that'll kind of suck it down for us. And then after that's sucked down, we'll go ahead and do the back too. Alright, so that's what the driver's side is going to look like once you get it all fastened down. Don't do these guys too tight. They are just straight into plastic, so you don't want to get them too tight. It does feel pretty firm. They do want you to wait 24 hours like we were saying. So let's go ahead and put the passenger side on, and then we'll finish up tomorrow with the arms. factory rubber piece that you pulled out. These do have the little lip that comes down on here on the mounts there, so what you do want to do is kind of cut right along that edge there. And if you just have a good pair of sharp scissors, you should be able to make quick work of it. Then if you ever go ahead and take these mounts out or buy a different Jeep and want to swap them over, you could always just go buy another one of these. They're going to be fairly cheap. And then you just pop that right back up in there. Alright, and then you still have a padding for your sunglasses and whatnot. Alright, so we'll let these guys sit for 24 hours and we'll come back and show you the arms. Alright guys, it's been 24 hours, so now we're going to hook up our arms for our 67 design mount. So if you go ahead and take a look, here's going to be our mat arm, our GoPro mount, and then our phone mount. So these are just ball and socket mounts. All you got to do is unscrew those and then they'll tighten down on these. So let's go ahead and we'll get those put on. Yes, I went ahead and flipped it around the other way. You want the knob on this side or else it hits on this side. Just makes it easier so you can tighten it down and get it all lined up. So let's go ahead and put the phone mount on. Alright, and then we'll put the GoPro mount on. So same thing, you'll want the knob on the inside. Make it a little easier to tighten it down. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. It's pretty nice having the dual mount, be able to run the GoPro over here and the phone here. Or if I get tired of having the phone right here in my face, I can put it over on this side, kind of angled at me. That's the nice thing about these ball and sockets, you can kind of angle it whatever direction you need to. So that's a great thing about the 67 designs. This is also a nice, really solid mount, so we don't have to worry about your phone shaking while you're off-roading and whatnot. So let's go ahead and we'll show you what this looks like with a phone and a GoPro mounted. Alright, so this will work with any action camera that's got these kind of two-prong things coming out the back that you screw in. So if you get the DJI Osmos, which I'm looking at, or the GoPros, you can mount them like that. So that's how that'll mount. The cool thing about this is you can kind of swivel it, angle it, tilt it how you need to, lower it, raise it. You do have to bend it a little bit so it doesn't hit the windshield, but something like that. And then as far as the phone goes, it's pretty easy. If you come over here and look, what you're going to want to do is just bring your phone in here, just like that, and it'll lock in this nice stable mount. And then to get it out, you just slide it out. And this will accommodate a lot of different sizes of phones. It kind of telescopes there for you. So it's your nice solid mount. You could go ahead and flip it and do it horizontal too if you want to, or if you were filming, you could do it this way as well, which would be pretty nice. And then like I said, well, if you get the dual mount, you have the option of putting your phone over on that side, or if you want to later, you can add another phone holder on this side or a GoPro mount, which is nice. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the 67 dual ball mount here for you. This is going to be for the JL or JT Gladiator. I did like this kit. It is only $10 more than the single ball mount, and it does give you the option to mount the GoPro over here if you like, or in the future you can add another arm and do an iPad mount for navigation or another phone mount for your partner there. I do think it's a really good buy for the 10 bucks. Normally this would cost you another 55 bucks to do the ball mount, the passenger side, and the GoPro thing. So it is a great buy. I'll go ahead and put a link to their website down below, and then I'll also have a link to my Amazon account if you want to check out some of that stuff. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow along. We're going to be doing more in the garage quarantine videos. We'll see you next time.